Hey everybody, it is week 6, day 3, and I'm not going to say that I fell off the wagon because it's not that bad of a derailment, but I got pretty derailed on the 4th of July, and then July 5th I felt like crap all day, like I was pickled, I guess is the term that we came up with in the Thursday's live stream on my main channel, because it's just all the salt and everything. Like I was hungover all day with a super bad food hangover. I could not get enough water into my system. I'm still pretty dehydrated today, working on that, but yesterday was the first time in 6 weeks that I have like missed emotional eating. Like I was so super stressed out, which, considering it had been the first time in 6 weeks that I had been like stressed out for an entire day, like inconsolably stressed, that's not so bad, because used to that would happen like what, once or twice a week. So I feel like I'm handling things a little bit better, or at least I feel that way. Feelings are not facts, but today I feel like getting back to it. So didn't do yoga for 2 days, doesn't matter, that's the past, now is now. So the meal prep though really helped me to not go over my calories too much yesterday. What ended up happening was I tried to stress eat like broccoli, which isn't the same. Broccoli is not the same as cheese covered meat carbs. It's just not the same. So we ended up in the evening having, by evening I mean like midnight, having bacon wrapped shrimp. And I had just shrimp, but it was still an entire bag of shrimp. It was like 400 calories worth of shrimp. But I felt like there were a lot of different ways that could have gone much worse. And it did feel like a really nice indulgence to just kind of treat ourselves a little bit, because I'm not a huge fan, actually, of frozen and reheated in the microwave food. I really like the way fresh, like fire cooked food tastes, you know, like cooking like in the broiler or on the stove, or like, you know, just not microwaved. A lot of the prepped meals that we do are okay, like they're pretty good actually, as far as that goes, but it's not the same as fresh cooked bacon wrapped shrimp. And I made some mashed potatoes. I gave most of the mashed potatoes to Randy. I had like a third of a cup of mashed potatoes, but it's just enough for the taste. You know, get that little bit of an indulgence in there. Whew. What else? Today I am right back on track with getting more cabochons made. I feel like this is my life now, but I need, like, June running behind ran right into July. It felt like as soon as I finished up June, I was prepping for July. So now I should be able to get away with doing, you know, maybe a batch of cabochons every 3 days, maybe. Like, we'll see how it goes. But just trying to gear up again for August. And you can see I still have July's craft crates here behind me. So everything is moving right along. We have everything lined up for Tulsa to hopefully work out well. The hotel we are in has a mini fridge and a microwave. It has a fitness center. There are restaurants around it. This is just going to be my first time on the road while trying to maintain meal plans and not overindulging and stuff, and I really hope I don't derail myself too much. So on that note though, I am going to get back to work and check in with you guys again a little later on. Hey guys, so it is still day 3 of week 6, and thank goodness for friends, because check this out. We had our good friends who usually house sit for us and have been there for us. Like one winter when it was really rough, they like fed us. They were like, hey, can you come babysit? So, and dinner is at 6. Like, they've been there for us so much, and they were there for us again today. We were able to get Patreon packages done and shipped out in like 3 or 4 hours when it normally takes like 8 or 9. And then we hung out and played guitar for a little while. Like the bunch of us, like they brought over their guitar because we're all learning, but it's a lot of fun. And so Randy and I are about to go on a walk because, oh my gosh, guys, I ate pizza. Now it was thin crust, so it wasn't as many calories as it could have been, but I still ate like half of a medium pizza. Randy is dancing provocatively at me as he puts pants on in the kitchen. I'm gonna watch this. Oh yeah. He just closed himself up in the button of his pants. Okay. I had pizza and it was pretty good, but I like thick crust pizza better than thin crust if I have my preference. But I'm currently at like 1,900 calories today, so we are going to go for, like, we're gonna go pick up some groceries. I'm straight up out of yogurt. That makes me sad, but we're gonna pick up some yogurt, some stuff for making cake, because we have another birthday coming up. We actually have like 4 more birthdays coming up. It is like, summer is super cake time. Hey doggy. Hey honey. Super cake time though, so I feel so, I don't want to say lost or derailed, but I definitely feel derailed. But man, it's just, this is when it's time to buckle down, really dig in deep. Like, I always hear people use that term, dig in deep, and it's like, no, I'm having to like muster the very last dregs of my motivation and keep on keeping on, because I'm like, man, it's been 6 weeks, why am I not like fit and healthy yet? And I know it doesn't work like that, but so I'm gonna keep on keeping on. But I've still got yoga to do this evening. We have a walk that we're going to go on, and we are going to get some groceries, which is a little bit more walking but very leisurely, but at least it's in air conditioning. But yeah, we got 180 something packages packaged up and ready to be shipped off tomorrow, like right on time. Like, we're not running late. Everything should be, knock on wood. It is a day or two early. I'm knocking on wood though, because I don't want to be like, oh yeah, everything's going great, and then old Murphy Law move back in and be like, and everything else goes to crap. But no, all things considered, with the radiator going out on the van and getting replaced, with like, we just gotta live through Tulsa, and then I can deal with, but I'm not gonna take that mentality. I need to take it a day at a time, because so many times before in the past I've been like, well, I'll just wait until after, you know, the next show, and then I'll get back on track, or I'll just do this thing later, and, you know, whenever it's more convenient. And the thing is though, it is never a good time. It's never going to be more convenient, and there's always something else coming up that's going to derail everything. So I may have gone higher in my calorie count than what I wanted to today, but I've still got quite a bit of energy, so I'm gonna go, and I know I can't outrun the fork, but I'm gonna do what I feel like I need to do so that I can go to bed feeling good about today. And I think that involves sweating. And the sweating and heavy breathing you get is not the sweating and heavy breathing you want, so I think it's gonna be something to do with jogging. No, I don't jog, that's ridiculous. Hey guys, it is still, I'm still counting it as day 3 of week 6 because we have not gone to bed yet. But official announcement on the Very Fit Pro, it does not line up with any other pedometers that I have, whether it's my phone, whether it's a little belt clippy-on-y like pedometer or what, but, and I also don't really know how I feel about its accuracy of heart rate. I was walking like couldn't maintain a conversation. I was walking hard, and it was like, yeah, your heart rate's at 75 beats per minute, and I'm like, what? Like, it was, we were going. We had a pretty good pace today, didn't we?
Walk hard.
Walk hard.
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 Down lines. On the road.
I love this man. He drives me insane, but I love him. But in a good way. It's like skipping down the path of life to the eventual just dementia that awaits us, I think. He is ignoring me now. Hey little Sam boy. But he's looking my elbow. In an attempt to, and I'm not even gonna say that, not in an attempt. I am getting back on track tomorrow. I am doing it, which is gonna be hard because I'm baking like 3 cakes. But to do this though, I am planning tonight what I will be eating tomorrow. Paced out, scheduled, that way I know, you know, this is what the plan is and I will adhere to it. And hopefully I can manage to fit in some like eating like half of a muffin or something, like half, like, because it's one of our very good friends' birthdays tomorrow, and I can't, like, I'm not gonna say that I can't not eat cake, but I feel like I would enjoy partaking of some cake on my friend's birthday. I think that's pretty reasonable. You gotta live somewhere, right? But I've been living for like days. Like I feel like I'm this close to slipping back into old habits. So I'm like, nope, we're planning for success tomorrow. So I am going to pop this into screen capture record mode, and we are going to plan our day tomorrow. Or, well, I'm going to be planning my day, and that way you guys can get an idea of what I'm doing, you know? I feel like if I can do it, y'all can probably do it as well. Like, this is, would you say this is pretty doable, Randy? Oh, and he makes a face. Sorry, it's like, look over and you keep looking at me and I'm like, do you want to be in my vlog too, maybe? And he shakes his head, no, you're adorable and I love you. He's not a figment of my imagination. He's really there, I promise. Hey everybody, Vaughn here with the Vonster vlog, and it is day 4 of week 6, and I am having a really hard time staying on track. I am baking birthday cakes left and right, and not staying on top of, I know I planned yesterday, I planned my whole meal prep in advance and everything, and then I ate some cake. So there's that. But I've been working out, keeping the muscles going. I'm about to do some yoga. I'm thinking about doing it outside. It's a beautiful day, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get eaten alive by mosquitoes. So we'll see how that goes. And I know that I'm not gonna let one day or 2 days or even a week of not doing my best on this derail me, because 1 week isn't gonna offset the past 5 weeks that I had done really well, I felt like. And so I'm not gonna beat myself up about it, because that's just gonna make me even more stressed out. And I'm just gonna keep my head down and keep every time I have another cake in my mouth, I did, and they were delicious, but it's not worth the deterrent. It's like I can eat cake again when I've reached my goals, like, is kind of how I'm feeling about it. But I logged it into my Fitness Pal, and trying really hard to plan around it. I'm trying to drink a bunch of water, because it's like, I don't know, maybe that'll fix everything if I just drink more water. But it's been a really great day though, a cake aside. It's our friend's birthday today. Sorry for traffic noises. And well, like 2 weeks ago her deep freeze broke, which we could totally empathize with that. And then like a few days ago her dryer broke. And then today, her birthday, her refrigerator broke and leaked, like the Freon, the refrigerant. The whole house smelled like it. They had to throw a ton of food away because it got into the food, any, you know, fresh produce they have just laying around in the fridge, like, and it's, and her husband's doing Weight Watchers, and he lost like 14 pounds so far, like in the past 2 weeks, and is like, you know, the weight's just falling off of him. He's doing everything right, and then life happens. So I'm feeling really glad that Randy and I are able to be there for her and her family. They've been hanging out with us all day. We've been practicing the guitar together, and her daughter's helping me make the cakes and stuff, and it's just, it's really nice. But I know how bad that this sucks, like how stressful that is. Like, I'd lose my mind if our refrigerator stopped working, because like she had just bought groceries also, so it's like, so we have our fingers crossed for her, because I know that it gets harder before it gets easier on a lot of these things. been shooting tutorials because I'm way behind on tutorials again. I don't know if I'm going to keep posting a video a day here on the vlog. Just because, quite frankly, I feel like my life isn't really interesting enough to sustainably post, like, and I'm doing the same thing that I did yesterday again. So let me know though if you guys enjoy these daily vlog posts and that they aren't just like boring. Like, I don't want to be boring, you guys. I really enjoy sitting around and chatting and answering y'all's comments and like just reading them, because I'm getting a little behind on comments and stuff too, but I'm really enjoying it. But I want to make sure that y'all are enjoying it too, because I don't want to like drive y'all bonkers. That being said though, back to work. So hey guys, sorry for the loud fan, but it's pretty warm here in the house. I just walked laps in my house and ran up and down the stairs for about 15 minutes while the prepped meals were microwaving. I'd had a question that I wanted to answer here on video for you guys, and the dogs are out of breath too because they've been running around the house with me. They're like, what are you doing, Mom? And I'm like, exercising, dogs. But the question was, how do I like eat the prepped meals? Like, how do I freeze them? How do I defrost them? How do I reheat them for consumption? And I pop them in the freezer, usually a day or two before, because if it's in the bottom of the fridge, it takes 2 days to defrost completely. So a day or two before, I'll take out like the next 2 days worth of meals and put them in the fridge to start defrosting. And then we have a very old, very like low wattage, it takes about 7 minutes actually to heat up one plate to like nice and hot, where there's no ice in it, there's no cold spots, it's very hot, you know. 7 minutes. So while the meals for Randy and I tonight, we were having the pumpkin Alfredo and the Alfredo in like the 2 Alfredo dishes that I had made with chicken and stuff. I'm having the pumpkin one, Randy's having the regular just no pumpkin Alfredo. And while those were heating up in the microwave, I walked laps around my house, which I want to take you guys. It's gonna be dark, we can do this. It's gonna be messy, so don't judge me, okay? Because it's like but I start walking through my house. Usually whenever I get up to here, this is gonna be rough because I don't want to trip on the stairs, so I'm gonna angle it this way. We're running up the stairs and it's quite dark, but then I turn around because I don't want the neighbors to see me just running up and down the stairs. Running, well, not running, but kind of quick back down. So we're back downstairs. Already feeling a little short of breath, but that's okay. Walking the loop, coming through the kitchen. So this is me walking in my house. I have no excuse. Coming around into the dark back hallway, turning around. Usually whenever I get to right here on this doorway, I'll grab the bar and do a couple knee raises. Come back down, come on back through to the craft room. That is one lap of walking in my house, and I did that for like 15 minutes. A little break halfway through to change out plates in the microwave, but I think this is going to be a new thing. My heart's going. What's my heart rate at? Hey, watch. It's measuring my heart. I was saying watch, like mira, like look. I was like talking to my 90 beats per minute. I don't know if that's accurate. Yeah, maybe. I don't know, but I feel like, you know, more than sedentary, that's for sure. So I think I'm actually going to turn back on the sedentary alert. I had it turned off because I didn't know if it would beep or what, and whenever I'm shooting a lot of tutorials, the last thing I need is for my watch to go ballistic in the middle of shooting a tutorial. So I think once an hour I might take 5 to 10 minutes and waddle around my house I still want to go out and get my walks in, you know, like miles, but like for 15 minutes, that was half a mile worth of, at least that's what my little Fitbit knockoff thing says, which I severely distrust. But maybe I am actually a sedentary, like, it was like, oh, you only get 900 steps today, and I was like, ah, clearly this is broken. And now I'm thinking, I'm like, well, maybe I'm just lazy and never get off my butt. Uh-oh. So, but I don't know, it doesn't line up though when with my phone as a pedometer or the little belt clip as a pedometer either. So maybe they're all wrong, maybe, but all I know is, regardless of what this thing says, regardless of anything, getting off my butt and walking for an hour a day. If I can walk an hour a day in my house, that might be pretty cool. In fact, I know for a fact that'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty freaking cool. Like, I think that's what I'm gonna do. And even if you have like, this isn't really a small room, it's a 14 by 14 foot room. It's a big room to me. But if you have like a 10 by 10 room in your house, there's no reason why you cannot walk some laps, scooch out your coffee table, get it out of the way, stand in place and high knees, do something, get that heart pumping. Guys, we can do this. And this is the result of, I have felt up and down for all week basically, so for like 3 or 4 days now. I feel like I'm not doing what I need to be doing. I stress ate cake today because I was making cake for a friend's birthday, and then I ate a bunch of it, like all the little shaved off pieces, because I don't know, it's, regardless, I had like 2 servings of cake. That was 300 calories that I did not account for, not to mention a ton of sugar. Now granted, going over my calorie limit today is looking like I'm just having 2,000 calories, which 7 weeks ago, that would have been a low calorie day. So that's huge progress to have been made, like right there, just in that one aspect. But I'm not looking for doing good for past Von. I'm looking for doing good for now Von. So for now Von, doing good is doing laps around my house. So excellent, but also I'm very hungry, so I'm gonna go eat my food now. So plans got shifted around a little bit, and so instead of having Tuesday home, we have Sunday home. Anyways, long story short, I am making good use of my time, hopefully, with starting off the morning with some resin casting. I already have about 1,500 steps in. Yeah, 1,599 steps. So walking laps in the house has been doing really well. Also, I don't know if y'all can hear, but my good little friend Izzy, the girl who does the house sitting and stuff for us, she's been hanging out, and she's in there playing the guitar. Like, over the past like 3 or 4 days, we've both been trying to learn Stand By Me, and she's like, psh, way exceeded where I'm at right now. So I'm like, I'll just sit in here and listen. But she's practicing and practicing, and I'm so proud of her. And like partly envious, because I'm like, I wish I could practice like 9 hours a day, but work calls, so back to work. So I got another batch of resin cast, and it is looking good. Check these guys out. Now these ones didn't get resined yet. I ran out of time. Once the timer goes off for my pot time, then I go ahead and just pour the extra into molds like that, and add in some alcohol inks and effects and stuff. But I got some PBO paint trays domed up nicely. Those were from like almost a year ago. These guys are for a tutorial on excuse me, a tutorial on green agate, or like green onyx. I really like that one, and 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 that one. But that one's probably I don't know, I like all of them, honestly. So, but on to the next project while these guys cure for 24 hours. So the next project for the day is my friend Izzy here is helping me decorate little bunt and muffin cupcakes for Lauren's birthday. Shh, don't tell Lauren. I have some leather casing and coming back to its regular temperature in the sink, and I am walking laps in the house working on armor over yonder. There's my beautiful Randy cutting out more leather, grunting like a bear. And walking laps, walking laps, walking laps, walking laps in the house. Walking laps in the house. And some laundry's going. There's more dirty laundry on the floor. That's great. Whipping it around, coming back around town. Yeah, I'm here in the... And then we're gonna do a run up and down the stairs, maybe. Coming through the living room. There's a dog on the floor. And there's another Andy. Don't cut yourself, baby. Quit growling at me. Up the stairs, turning around, going back down the stairs, trying to not fall. Walking laps in the house. Good morning, everybody. Vaughn here with the Vonster vlog, and Randy is here with me today. You could look more happy, honey. We are on an adventure today, so let's go.
So we've got a little bit of time because we're here early apparently. So pause on the adventure. So Vaughn's gonna practice Happy Birthday on the guitar.
So we're on the river. It is Lauren's birthday. Say hey, everybody. Nothing, nothing. They're just quiet. It's video. Say hey. Ah, okay, there we go. It is Lauren's birthday. We're kayaking and rafting, and we're having a fantastic time. So I'm not going to spend too much time here talking. I'm going to get back on the water and enjoy it. But I wanted to share with you guys that I'm getting some exercise today.